consider yourself warned. Reading. Also, how bland is this prophecy? Only a bright can control the power of the wand. Sounds more like instructions on a board game than an ancient text. But the wand may only be used when the player rolls a 3 or a 7, or each time Tolkien rolls over in his grave. What kind of mythical creature is this depicting? I know about orcs and elves, but where are the upright walking lizard people located on this planet? Graffiti's position. Also, we get it. The orcs represent the history of racism in America. The metaphor is already so on the nose, I basically have to cross my eyes to see it. My favorite EWA song.
I don't f with no fairies.
Somehow this is dialogue from a 2017 movie.
How's work?
A lot of stab wounds lately. The older guy, he coded out on me.
We sure are spending a lot of time on this relationship that will barely come up again.
5 years, I'm gonna retire.
Close to retirement cliche.
I am the city, alright? You save your dime. Fairy lives don't matter today.
Did he really just say fairy lives don't matter? Please tell me I'm imagining all of this. I wonder if it was at this point that Will Smith thought to himself, maybe accepting that role in Django Unchained wouldn't have been all that bad. Are fairies not sentient beings in this universe? Did we just witness a murder? Should we all start clapping our hands?
You think you could get a burrito and watch my back like every other cop?
Hold on a second there, Big Willie. If I remember correctly, you're the one who was playing around on your cell phone, not paying attention to the orc with the rifle directly in front of you. The problem wasn't him watching your back, it was you watching your front. So this is a society that has evolved enough for co-ed locker rooms, but they still have problems with diversity and shit. Got it.
I got a dude in my car. The whole world is watching. I didn't ask for it, don't want it, but I don't get a vote.
However, Ward will yell about it in a locker room full of people who he might not agree with, while his partner, who is right outside, can hear everything.
My ancestors killed them by the thousands in Russia.
This movie does a wonderful job at fleshing out its characters. Take Racist McRacist in here. He's, racist. Seriously, I haven't seen this much over-the-top antagonism in a movie since Higher Learning. Also, here comes the typical kind of exposition that makes this story better suited for a TV show than a movie. With all the history and mythology of how this society came to be, it's impossible to cram it into a 2-hour movie satisfactorily. Even in an alternate world where we live amongst mythical creatures, the f***ing kick me sign joke is still a goddamn thing. Also, these people walking the opposite direction would have no reason to turn around to even see it in the first place. Also, this is apparently the funniest kick me sign since William Pitt the Younger affixed one upon the Right Honorable Frederick North in February of 1783. Hey guys, how can we show that these orcs are super strong? I know, we can have him lift a truck so a kid can get his soccer ball that he could easily have reached without someone lifting the truck. Jeez, Bill, why do you always suggest things that make the idea sound stupid? Okay, that's how we're doing it. Have the orc lift the truck so the kid can get the soccer ball. F*** you, Bill. Also, how does a race that can lift a truck in the air like this wind up being oppressed and ghettoized? Wouldn't this kind of power lead to dominance as cultures developed? Wouldn't it be much more likely in a world like this that the humans were the ones used and oppressed?
I need to know if you're a cop first or an orc first.
Was Ward just hoping they would conveniently come upon some cop-on-orc violence so he could ask this demeaning question to his partner? Wait, is that cop a centaur? How does that even work? Wouldn't the existence of centaurs change almost every single thing about the way this world works? Do they have special cars for when they don't want to gallop the 30 miles home? Does every restroom have special centaur stalls? Shouldn't doors and other spaces be larger to accommodate them?
Hey, don't look at me, man. Mexicans still get shit for the fucking Alamo.
So all of human history happened the same then? Magical creatures didn't change anything? The problem with this movie is that it doesn't want to build a world as much as borrow one.
Internal affairs.
That's right, all fucking day long. And let's review, kids.
Does anyone in this fucking movie just say hi before they go into a full rant or asshole mode?
Which is why you're gonna get him to admit it?
These guys are internal affairs. Aren't they supposed to be the most straight-laced guys on the force? Who do you call when internal affairs is dirty? Is there an internal affairs?
How long have you been in Shield of Light?
Discount John Goodman.
If you're gonna play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes.
Like a copy of this movie.
They're gonna bring back the Dark Lord.
Fairy f***ing tales.
But fairies are real here, right? So is this saying now in reference to real things? Saying this should make as much sense in this world as saying things like horse tails or baboon tails or...
She's an Inferni Coven leader. She's bright.
Roll credits. Luckily, when this guy died, he managed to stick his arm out of this slot and drop the gun, so that Nick and Ward could confirm his death from behind the car. Imagining this dude's death is hilarious.
Shouldn't we wait for the cavalry?
Yes, Joel Orkerton shows an early aptitude for cinema sins, but I'll take it one step further. How have you not even called it in yet? Bright apparently went to the J.J. Abrams School of Lens Flaring.
Someone's in here, I can smell them.
Which is exactly why it makes no sense that this is the only orc on the Force. Race is one thing, but these creatures basically have superpowers, so why would you not use them?
So then I knew who was happened here.
No Shreklock. This movie wants to use Jacoby as comic relief, but if all the laughs are because he's a naive idiot, should we really be rooting for him to stay on the Force? I'm just saying if the movie had been named after him, it would have been called Dim instead.
Who are you?
The original title of this movie was Alien Nation and the Goblet of Fifth Element Fire.
She's speaking Elvish.
I don't speak Elvish.
But why? Seriously, why wouldn't the entire world speak Elvish? They've been around for thousands of years and have presumably wielded wealth and power the entire time.
ese animal.
The elvish pronoun game is just as annoying as the human one. By the way, why does every motherfucker like Tika do this when they're warning somebody that someone is coming? Does their fear make them forget that the person they're talking to doesn't know shit about the situation?
Perfect storm, bro. It's a perfect storm.
Then where's Clooney, bro? Where's Clooney?
How'd you know it wasn't the motherfucker that shot me?
Smell. Yeah, years of evolution haven't taken away our sense of smell, and he smelled different. What human jury would believe me?
I don't know, maybe the lawyer you hired would get an orc expert on the stand and tell everybody that orcs have the ability to smell things that humans can't, and give a ton of examples and evidence.
Ward! It's time.
Which is why I'm going to give you another 60 seconds to figure out a plan to take us out, when we already decided that you were both going to die anyway.
You're left to right. Who is it?
If Ward wasn't going to go through with killing Jacoby, he should have been able to come up with a better plan than this. He was down on the street with Jacoby and Tika a good 2-3 minutes before the dirty cop showed up. They could have run the out of there. Partner, no! Quick thinking, Nick! The guy's just gunned down 4 of your fellow police officers, and you don't know why, so better warn him not to do that before it's too late. A sudden case of clumsy reloaditis strikes again. This works. Is there some reason these 3 cars are driving in this tight triangle formation? Isn't this more dangerous and completely unnecessary? Wait, is that a dragon? No, movie. You do not want to be the kind of movie that teases us with dragons being real and then just ignore all the ways that would affect the world around us. Oh, right, that's exactly the kind of movie you want to be. Why does anybody in movies ever buy a padlock when you can open them just by kicking them?
Wand's a wand.
A bright.
Reroll credits?
That was irony.
No, that's just being an asshole.
Someone's been reading our comment section. There wasn't a non-mosh pit path to take. Band keeps playing over automatic gunfire cliche. Alright, that's not a cliche, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Not only does the band keep playing, but these concert attendees continue to dance after a large firearm goes off feet from them. Either they are stupid, or the movie is stupid. Let's go with C. All of the above. Okay, fine. Apparently smell is a big part of how a magic-fed elf would do his job. But why is he contaminating the crime scene by touching her face?
She was sent to kill Tika. Then Tika did that.
She wants her wand back, right?
Yes.
And Tika has it.
That's an awful lot of assumptions substituting for actual police work. You really picked up all that from her scent? If Max Landis tweeted that this was his Star Wars, does he think this is his cantina scene? In Star Wars, you could feel the depth and world building in each and every creature. But here, one random girl's eyes glitch. I'm just saying the comparison might be a bit of a stretch. Why would this guy listen to Ward? He's not wearing his uniform. Dude has no way to know Ward's a cop. How the f*** did this gang know that Ward and Nick were in this club? They just changed out of their police uniforms and walked in here. So does someone have a beacon on them or something? Come on. I know we all love our gun culture fantasies, but he's not even shooting at anybody. Does he not understand how bullets work? Or shrapnel? Rick, a shame on you. Rick, a shame on all of you.
But you gotta give me that wand. Help me walk again.
Yes, wands are apparently all powerful and can do anything at all, ever in the history of all things. But it's not like just anyone can use it. So why does everybody keep pretending like it's going to make all their dreams come true when it's really more likely to turn them into a pile of dust after committing some sort of human rights violation?
I want to die. Let's do it right here, right now. You ready?
Why does nobody in movies discussing private things a few feet away from the enemy understand the concept of personal volume control? Bright makes me miss the simplicity of Marvel movie editing. Bright Runner 2049! Apparently part of the Inferni code is that you should stop and pose in the rain after killing all the people that actually don't have the thing you want, instead of immediately chasing the ones that do. I love how these two just keep having their bro chats while ignoring the person who can literally smell trouble coming. Why do they keep treating her like they're elf-sitting instead of finding out more from her about what the hell is going on?
Also, I'm supposed to trust you when you don't trust me.
I'm almost sure Joel Edgerton is giving a decent performance here, but it's impossible to tell, given the prosthetics. I haven't seen a great actor get buried in blue this bad since Oscar Isaac got apocalypsed.
Fearless.
That's one way to describe drinking a beer in a grimy-ass gas station bathroom.
You always know what to do. What you did tonight, that's what it takes for an orc to get blooded. An act of great bravery.
Is he talking about at the club? Because I remember hiding, followed by a lucky break, followed by running away. Which one of those was bravery again?
Are we friends?
Skip!
Show me the wand.
Don't show him He's gonna shoot us and take it.
If Ward didn't trust Rodriguez, then why did he call him?
They wanna know where we're at.
Gung-ho do-gooder Rodriguez basically defied every command Ward just gave him before calling the feds. But now, at the critical juncture, he decides, maybe Ward's right. I won't give the location until he says so. In order for this to work, don't they have to already know where he is? And would killing one cell tower in LA actually kill a specific signal? Not sure why the elves need the magic wand when they have guns with the best timing ever. Elf Chick somehow emerges from the car in the perfect position to shoot away the gun Ward is trying to get. Also, why wouldn't she just shoot Ward? If he's dead, the gun doesn't really matter a whole hell of a lot. There is zero chance he didn't just shoot Layla point blank in the gut, or at least in the leg. I understand the geography and confinement of this gas station gives everyone very little wiggle room, but you set the scene here, movie, so figure out something better than this bull. Also, side note, not giving Layla a dragon tattoo is really a missed opportunity. I'm no expert on elf biology, but are they made of helium? You might as well put her in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as far as she floats after that throw. Cheap shelving at gas stations makes for perfect cover against bullets. Is this car doing a f***ing donut in this small-ass convenience store? Damn, if this was this flammable, it's amazing it hasn't been hit already, considering the amount of bullets that have been fired in this scene. Inferno! Jesus Christ. I mean, this is some totally random part of town. Yet these orcs knew that Ward, Nick, and Tika would be running away from bloodthirsty elves right here, right now, like some bad Jesus Jones concert?
But I need you to return to your vehicles and drive home safely.
This tactic has not worked in 9,706 cop movies that came before this one, but you know what they say. If in the first 10,000 you don't succeed, try again.
I need you to take your fat, Shrek-looking ass back to your vehicle and drive the f*** home to Fiona.
Wait, even Shrek is a real movie here? Well, that's awkward. Shrek must be this universe's Song of the South.
I'll tell you where the one is. It's up your fucking ass.
Oh, come on, Nick. That's such a lie. Once he looks up his ass, he'll know you weren't telling the truth. And where are we then, man? Where are we then? Does every church in this world come equipped with a bottomless Balrog pit? Or just this one? Just this one, then? Also, how do all these candles stay lit? Is there a candle guy that prepares for big events like this?
You didn't break. You deserve to be blooded.
Just because the movie uses the word blooded many, many times doesn't mean the viewers are any closer to understanding what the f*** it means.
I am a great orc.
Are you, though? Not sure how this stands up in the scale of being an orc, but Jacoby's an average cop at best. In fact, the only thing he seems to be good at is getting his ass kicked. Here's some dumb David Ayer bullshit right here. Your cop needs saving? Make sure in an earlier scene that the cop saves the person who will be responsible for saving the cop later. This is Training Day all over again. Deus Orc Machina. This would be a great scene if it meant anything. However, there's still 30 minutes left in the movie, and there's a magic wand close by. So, the movie isn't fooling anyone with its main character death bullshit. Wait a second, where did she have that hidden? Was the wand in her arm skin? Do elves have arm pockets? Is this why Legolas never ran out of arrows? Also, if this is the case, why doesn't the movie make it so that we can see it better? That could have been a cool reveal. But instead, just ends up completely confusing. Why do wands drip in this world? Is that an effect of magic? I'm just saying, if I had a drippy wand, I'd definitely get it checked out. I guess if you're ripping off every movie ever made, the Bible isn't much of a stretch. Also, why are they kneeling before him? He was raised from the dead by a magic wand, not because he's Orc Jesus. Shouldn't they be kneeling before Tika?
They're Inferni. They destroyed the Illuminati 100 years ago.
So, Shrek movies exist, but the National Treasure movies don't? How dare you, Landis? How dare you?
Layla gave an assassin her wand to kill me.
I'm sorry, no she didn't. I mean, yeah, she did, but no, she didn't. Why would she need an assassin to do this job for her? Why would she give an assassin her wand to do the job when a number of other things could have been used to kill her? Why would she give her most prized possession in the plan to resurrect the Dark Lord to kill a Bright in training? Why wouldn't Layla's henchmen just attack now? Had they not got walking through walls out of their system for the day?
They're coming! There! In the wall! Shoot through the wall!
Wouldn't this be a good time to use the magic wand? Guns have done zero to stop the elves this entire movie. Is every fantasy movie since Return of the King having a competition on how many endings they can have? I'll just leave Nick hanging here. There's no way he can f*** up my plans now.
What have you done to my sister?
So, real sister, or just in a sisterhood of the traveling pants sort of way? Does the movie explain? Do we care?
This is impossible.
The movie has stated on multiple occasions that humans can be brights, so why is this impossible? Improbable, sure, but impossible is a bit of a stretch. And honestly, if Layla had seen any movie ever, this turn of events really shouldn't have surprised her.
Sorry, we're in a prophecy, right?
Oh yeah, the prophecy. Prophecies are basically the screenwriter's crutch when all the ex machinas and pure luck things happen. With a prophecy, you might as well say that none of these people have free will, either.
The war word is Vaquaros.
So earlier, when you said you needed a lot of training to use a wand, was that just pronunciation training? Because Ward seems to have picked this up pretty quick. Who? Oh, right, he's married. I don't care if you got orc skin or human skin. If you grab metal and fire that hot, you're gonna have melted skin. Aw, it's sweet that the orcs have accepted him, and that he's their savior and all. But how exactly did they even know he was here?
Ask us
They need
questions.
to know this stuff.
Let him ask
and there
us
was an angel,
questions. All right, and that was...
Sorry to interrupt this Abbott and Orc Stello routine. Actually, no, I'm not. It's way too long and wasn't funny to begin with. Movie has countless mentions of the Dark Lord, but never gives us the Dark f***ing Lord.
You have my sword. And you have my bow.
And my axe.
Ward, I think you were a little hard on the beaver. So was Eddie Haskell, Wally, and Miss Cleaver.
I do believe in fairies. I do I do.
Shoot her!
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Hey, don't tase me, bro! Don't tase me! I need to know if you're a cop first or an orc first.
Are you a Mexican or a Mexicant?
Well, then I guess we're gonna miss the good old days.
What good old days?
When people were killed by other people.
My son earns his colors tonight.
Colors, colors, colors.